Good morning. Happy holidays. Happy Yule. Merry Christmas. Happy Soul Invictus. Hope everyone's doing good today. Hi Steffi. Hi Lucy. Hope you're doing good. Good morning. Good time zone for yeah, it's the holidays. I'm sleepy. I had a good week and a bit off, and I'm ready to chat and hang out because it's been a bit. But yeah, I've been super busy with doing nothing mostly. God, what have I done since the last time we hung out? Because like last time I was on stream, we were playing Mouthwashing, which I just have the Mouthwashing soundtrack on because I don't like Christmas music. Maybe I'll switch it over, but I'm not super into Christmas music, so we're just gonna listen to a horror game soundtrack instead. Because when I think of Soul Invictus, I think of that opening scene to Mouthwashing with the settings on. It was pretty, okay? Leave me alone. But yeah, I'm not one for Christmas music. If I was gonna put Christmas music on, it would be like Trans-Siberian Orchestra or something. But yeah, so last stream we played Mouthwashing, and then I'm gonna pull up my calendar because it's the only way I can remember what the fuck I did. I have like ridiculous time blindness, so I just put everything in calendars. It's the only way I know anything. Oh yeah, I did nothing, and then I went on vacation. That's what I did. But yeah, I had an entire week away with my family where I slept most of the week, did some photo editing. God, what else? I don't think I did anything except like eat and sleep and like talk to my dad. That's pretty much it. My dad's cooking's amazing. He sent us home with like an entire pie, an entire loaf of bread, fucking Alfredo sauce for some reason, a whole tin of cookies. He's just like, here, take an entire like huge bag of like random food. And I'm like, okay, Dad. My dad likes cooking, so that's how that ends up happening. And then yeah, that was essentially my holidays. Was like a week ago. Freddy vs. Jason was one of the sets we released this I think like right before I left. My dad sent me $100 and still no apology. I mean, as long as the money still spends good, you can keep taking the money and like not interact with them. Your whole family sucks. I think the only person in your family I like is your grandmother. I'm gonna get more Pokemon cards. Oh yeah, I can tell you what I got for Christmas. I got a bunch of stuff for the bath. Like I got a bath pillow because my parents know that I don't like getting my hair wet. Should I get for you to show? Well, yeah, actually, if you want to go get the Pokemon cards specifically, because I know where those are. They're in, you know, the table my altar is in. I believe in the bottom drawer is the box of them, and I can show you all my Pokemon cards. But yes, I got a huge box set of Pokemon cards and a couple more packs that Steph got me. My parents also got me like a foot massager because my feet hurt all the time, and also, yes, Lucy, anytime you're over, you can borrow it. It's like a little foot roller thing. What the fuck else did I get? Oh, I got a laser thing, like an IPL thing, so I don't have to I don't have to make appointments anymore. I just have to figure out how to use it. Just having breakfast? Heck yeah, what are you having for breakfast? What else did I get? What else? I got a billion pairs. I got so many socks. My parents love giving me like warm socks every year. Toast, eggs, and bacon? That sounds delicious. I'll give you 2 guesses what I had for breakfast today. Lucy, and the first one doesn't even count. There are oh my god, there are pancakes? You're making me hungry. Cookie dough, correct. I had cookie dough for breakfast. Same thing I have every day, except for when I was away at my parents' house, I was having Cinnamon Toast Crunch for breakfast every day, which is, my body is, thank you. My body is not happy about, because I was like a little more fiber than I usually eat. Plus the fucking pie every day. And I attempted vegetables, which was, again, my mistake. I tried to eat peas. I had like a handful of peas and my body was like, don't do that. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Oh my god, Lucy, thank you for the Korok. So I have to know, by the way, since you're here, do the Korok jump scares on my channel give you flashbacks? Do they get you every time? Because they do get me. Cryptid made me do it? That's fair. Cryptid. Yeah, what else?
Wow, bitch!
Thanks, Steph. But yeah, I had, yeah, like I got a bunch of chocolate, bunch of random stuff. They got me like a Nerf gun because they were expecting my sister to be there, and then we both got Nerf guns. They were expecting us to Nerf gun fight, and then my sister wasn't there because she's busy. So now I get to just annoy Steffi with it later after all of her jump scares. But yeah, I think the biggest thing I got other than food, bath stuff, and socks was Steph got me an entire box set of Pokemon cards, like a booster box. And it's Mimikyu themed. Look at it! Look at it! It's Mimikyu! So I'm not gonna go through every card I got because I got a lot of cards. But I'm just gonna go through I wanted that box. It's so good. But I'll go through like maybe just all the ones I sleeved, which is still like a stupid amount of cards. We're in the end of this. Okay. I love this so much. Yeah. One of these days I'm gonna have to show y'all like my actual, because I think I know where the binder is of like my Pokemon cards from when I was a kid. It's waiting for me. Heck yeah. Okay. Because like I have a bunch of energy and a bunch of commons and stuff, but I also foiled a bunch of I sleeved a bunch of commons just because like, just the cards I like. And I have like, the box set came with like a billion sleeves and they're all Mimikyu, like it comes with like Mimikyu sleeves. Look at those. They're so cute. You a gift for Salt, heck yeah. But yes, I'm gonna go through real quick. I'm gonna go through all of the I have so many cards. So I'm just gonna like kind of quickly go through. So I've got, actually let me sort through where because I've got dividers. So these are my non-rares. These are just the ones like I wanted to sleeve. So we've got Charmeleon, Pikachu, Bat, Fido, Dashbud. I just think those ones are cute. Pretty much any darker ghost card I sleeved. Yeah, I got so many cards. Also, I've been playing so much of TCG Pocket. Skull and Crossbones, Mischief, Ghastly, Hunter, Spider, because I like spiders, because I'm weird. Wow. I've got so many fucking cards. Eevee, because I love my Eevee. These are just in whatever order Steph put them in. Yeah, I've got so many cards. So cute, yes. It's Sonic. Of course you got Sonic stuff. I'll be getting more cards on Boxing Day. Will you be getting a box of cards on Boxing Day? Ayo. I hate myself, don't worry about it. Okay. Then these are the uncommons, I think. Oh no, these are like, some of these are foiled, and then I get into like the actual like holo cards and rare cards. If I can find a box, then yes. If not, that's okay. Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, these ones are all like foil at the bottom. Oh my god. Hey, camera. There we go. So they're all like foil at the bottom, but it's like, I want to keep all the foily cards. Whee! I have so many. I don't know what my luck is with opening Pokemon cards, but it is ridiculous on TCG Pocket. I opened like, not with the new set, but the first set, I opened like so many full. I have so many legendary birds. It's silly. Hey, camera. Focus, please. I know I moved. But yeah, look at him. Look at him. I think I'm getting close to the actual rare ones. Yeah, I got 2 of the same card. Look at him. So yeah, these are all like hollow at the bottom. I got a Mimikyu in the Mimikyu box. So these are all like uncommons and stuff. EX card. Me. Look at him. I don't know who half of these, like, honestly, I haven't watched Pokemon in so long. I don't know who like 90% of these Pokemon are. Like, genuinely, sometimes I'm like, what is this? Ooh, yeah, so I'm getting to the actual rares now. So this comes with the box. Look at that Mimikyu card. Look at how cute. Look at how cute. Little baby. Look, baby. Baby. I don't even know what this is, but it's cool. It's a dung beetle. Yeah, and these are, most of these are foil too. Got a shiny Raichu. Got a Gardevoir that's blue for some reason. I got that thing. And I got a full art Smeargle. And I think, yeah, there's a couple more. Oh, my shiny like, oh yeah, I got that thing. Oh, my shiny cardboard. Look at them all. Oh my god. That's an evil Palafin. Oh my god. Ooh. Rhydon is one of the title legendaries in Gen 9. Oh, heck yeah. Those are Radiant cards, so shiny Pokemon? Hell yeah. Are you gonna watch the service today? I watched it last night. So there was one version last night and then another version this morning. It's very good though. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, I also kept, cause some of them are like the ones that like come in the box. Oh, uncommon or rare. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know shit. But yeah, like, I kept some of the wrappers because I liked the art on the wrappers. And then like, I don't know. And then Steph specifically got me like separate ones because they like the front of the art. So I've got Chonkichu, Gyarados, Snowfox. I liked my Snowfox. I love those too. And then it comes with a bunch of dice and shit, but like I don't play the game, so I don't care. Wraps are great, yeah. But yeah, so that's that. And then it comes with like the like book and stuff with like everything in it. Oh yeah, so I have ultra rare cards. I don't understand. I'm in Pokemon cards for like specifically the art, especially of Pokemon that I like, which is, you know, Or chase cards. Okay. I don't know what that means. But yeah, a lot of Gen 9 Pokemon. I can go through them and show you what's rare and whatnot. Okay, cool. Because, like, there are little, like, symbols on the bottom. So I do know, like, single diamond ones aren't super rare. But you can definitely, next time you're over here, I'll let you just, like, fucking rifle through. And also, like, if I have any doubles that you want, you can have some. I don't care. Because I'm not here to play the card game. I'm here to collect art. Oh, okay, that would be cool. I have them, like, separated out in, like, commons, and then the commons that I like the art of, and whatever, so. Oh, that helps. I'm gonna yoink that link for myself for later. Bring some hard sleeves over, and you can put your favorites in those. Okay. Because, yeah, I just have the soft sleeves. And then I also have, like, a binder full of first edition cards that I had as a kid, so they're probably not mint condition, but the panty sleeves, yeah. Okay, I've got that rarity link open for myself for later. Oh my god. Yes, keep watching. God damn it, YouTube. Looks like Pokemon now has common, uncommon, and then 8 different versions of it. It does. So there's like, I know from the ones I have, there's like black stars and white stars, hollow stars, gold stars. There's multiple different numbers of stars. It's very confusing. Very levels remind me of the naming scheme for Street Fighter. So many, I have no idea what the order. Yeah. It's also like, I don't know. I have no idea what's going on with Pokemon cards. I just look at the art and go like, is that shiny? Is it pretty? Do I like the art? And then I just keep them. Oh my god, my neck. Ow. Ow for third strike. Yeah. It's very silly. Or like the Super Saiyan levels in Dragon Ball Z. Because I don't think I've ever watched an episode of Dragon Ball Z from start to finish. Or maybe I have, but like, I definitely didn't watch episodes in order. Because it was like, Dragon Ball Z would be on sometimes when other things weren't on, but a lot of times it is hard to watch anime, right? On cable TV in the 90s, because nothing was ever in order, and it's, oh, you want to play the game? I mean, I probably have enough to build a deck, so like we could do that too. I have so many fucking energy cards. But yeah, like I never got into anime just because it was too confusing to watch out of order. And it like never, it always, also a lot of the times YTV's anime time slot was the same time that like I would be watching Stargate. The problem with being a nerd in like the 90s and 2000s, especially early 2000s, is you had to pick a lane. You couldn't actually do everything at once. You had to kind of pick. So like I didn't watch anime really at all until like the pandemic. Like I'd watch like a little bit, but I wouldn't say I'm very knowledgeable about anime. There's like certain ones I like, but I also like, anime is an art style, it's not really a genre. So like, for the most part, I only really like horror as a genre and like sci-fi, cyberpunk. So like, a lot of the stuff that played on like YTV, I was like super not interested in. I'm on like a massive fucking tangent. But, oh yeah. Yeah, there's so many different roles. Super Saiyan forms have gotten out of fucking hand. Yeah. But yeah, basically, like, all of the stuff that was playing on YTV was, like, shonen anime, which I had no interest in, and, like, Magic Girl anime, which I have no interest in. Like, I kind of liked Sailor Moon, but, like, I think I watched a couple seasons of that and then got bored. I was just like, I don't care. This is too convoluted. And, like, I tried to rewatch, I think I rewatched Sailor Moon when I was in university with a friend, and we got, like, halfway through season 1, and then we gave up because about 30% of every episode was the same transformation scenes every single time, and it got real boring real fast. Those were definitely not meant to be watched back to back like that. But yeah, so, like, now as an adult, I'm like, oh, I can actually, like, pick which anime I want to watch, which is, like, Kill la Kill and Death Note and I don't know, I need to catch up on My Hero and when Chainsaw Man comes out, and I think I'm behind on Demon Slayer as well, but I want to at least finish My Hero because I got so far into it. Still midway through season 6. Yeah, I think I just have this season to watch. And the thing is about My Hero too is, like, I like the villains. The heroes I don't give a shit about. I mostly only cared about the villains from the very, like, I only started watching My Hero because of Stain and Toga. And then Shigaraki grew on me as he stopped being so much of an incel, crusty dweeb man. And then I also liked Todoroki, and then they completely lost me on his arc in season 6. Other than Bakugo, I love the villains more. Yeah. And yeah, like, I liked Todoroki, but, like, I liked him because he's a child abuse survivor, so, like, I kind of relate. And then they completely fucked his arc right at the end, and I'm like, okay, cool. I don't really like this anymore. I've got a fix-it crack fic in my head where Todoroki just and Dabi beat the shit out of their dad together, and it's great. But pacing starts to become an issue if you're invested in the characters the episodes are focusing on. Yeah, because, like, I don't care about the like, student arcs. I don't mind the stuff on Deku because he's the main character, like, that's fine. But, like, I also like Eri, but, like, she doesn't come up that much other than that one arc. But yeah, I pretty much just like the villains. If they do make a Vigilante spin-off anime, I'd be interested in that because I love the Vigilante series. I read through the entire manga for that. The Vigilante series is, like, again, the best parts of My Hero is when it critiques the military and the police. Ads are starting in a couple seconds, but we're just chatting, so I'm not going to worry about them too much. But yeah, I don't know. I'm picky with my anime, but I have, like, a huge long list of stuff I want to watch. But it's all like spooky shit. Like, I want to watch Serial Experiments Lain. I want to finally get through Evangelion. I think my brain is at a point where I can actually watch Evangelion. Especially because, like, I have CPTSD, so that's gonna be a time. There's a bunch of anime I want to watch. But, I mean, you're never gonna see me watching through, like, Bleach or One Piece or, like, any of that stuff. Like, I'm sure they're great. They have big fandoms for a reason, but, like, I'm not into slice of life stuff. I'm not into shonen for the most part. Unless there's, like, some sort of, like, twist that makes them interesting, I'm not. I want to watch more wholesome stuff to calm more. That's fair. Your life is stressful enough. You have enough stress going on. For me, it's like, I don't feel calm without, like, a certain level of stress. When things are too wholesome, it makes me uncomfortable. I think for me, it's because if everything's calm, but that's not how the world works. The world is stressful, so if everything's calm, I'm just constantly like waiting for the shoe to drop. I'm just like, oh, something's gonna happen, and then I'm just kind of on edge all of the time. So like, if it's wholesome, it needs to be spooky wholesome, where like there's enough spooky going on that I'm like, okay, this is fine. Like, Ruby Gloom is a really good example where like I can handle it because it's spooky. So like, it makes me feel comfortable, whereas if it's just like sunshines and rainbows, I'm like, all right, this feels wrong. I'm concerned. The more like cookie cutter, happy, suburban bullshit it is, the more like concerned I get mentally. And it's nothing against that type of stuff. It's just, I don't know. I thrive on stress. I like Spy Family. I haven't seen that one at all. Yay, ads are done. But yeah, I don't know. I mostly like spooky stuff. Though speaking of anime, slept on single season anime that's really fucking good is Akudama Drive. I will talk the shit out of Akudama Drive for forever. No one's ever fucking seen this anime, and it sucks because everyone constantly complains like, oh, anime is, all the protagonists are like kids, and it's like weird because it's always kids, and like, first of all, whatever, most cartoons are kids anyway. But secondly, like, this is like a really good cyberpunk anime where all of the characters are adults. It's rad. Still stressful in a sense, but cute as fuck. Oh, that would, yeah. Cause like, I can do wholesome, but there has to be something going on. I think the only real wholesome anime I've ever watched that I really, really liked was like, that's like pure wholesome and not also spooky, was like Princess Jellyfish. I really fucking liked Princess Jellyfish. And Lucy, I think you would like Princess Jellyfish. Promise Neverland. Yeah, send me the anime titles in like a DM, and I'm gonna stick them on I have like an Anime Planet like to watch list. I really gotta like, now that I've gotten through my stream backlog, cause I watch Twitch like crazy. I have like time and I should catch up on that. I've also gotten through most of I had a bunch of like video essays as well, and I've gotten through most of them. I have 2 left. One's like a 2-hour video on Signalis that Alice sent me, and the other is a 7-hour video essay on The Witch, because I love that movie. I won't tell you anything about it, but just give the first episode a try and see what's up with Promise Neverland. Okay, cool. I also think, Lucy, me and you should watch Madoka Magica together, because I've seen just enough of it to know that it's like very up our alley, but I think it's a horror one though. You've seen it? I haven't seen it at all. It's so creepy. I want to watch it so bad. I love it. Fuck yeah. But yeah, I want to see Madoka Magica at some point. I don't know, what else have I been doing? Oh, also, I'm not gonna get too into we'll probably talk politics at some point in this stream, but I did do a photo set on Monday that was very, very cold. It's like teehee magical girls and then just JK fuck you. Yeah, 100%. Let me pop a window over here. Oh, I'm live? Thanks, Discord. I had no idea. But I did a very funny thing the other day. Because I think last stream, we were talking about United Healthcare for obvious reasons. And I did the funniest thing imaginable that I could have done. with that information. Oh, and lesbian. Oh, perfect. Lesbians is necessary. But where's OBS? This is what I did. Speaking of United Healthcare, which we were, I didn't know that. Okay, so when we were making this plan last stream for me to do this cosplay shoot, I didn't know that sign was gonna be there. So, for people who weren't there, we were talking about the article that was like, oh, Luigi like trained to be an assassin playing this video game where you kill people and it's fucking Among Us. And I'm like, I haven't shot my Among Us cosplay in a while. Let's shoot that again. Skip forward to when we're about to do this shoot and I realized my fucking quads have gotten so big my fucking jumpsuit doesn't fit anymore, so I figured something out. So I'm like, oh yeah, no, I'll go shoot my Among Us cosplay in front of, like, down Hospital Alley. We fucking get there, and it's got United signs on all of the hospitals because the UHN, like the University Hospital Network, is doing like a big campaign, and it's so good how well that works. Also, Steph did this, which I think is really funny. But yeah, this is what we went with, right? So I'm like standing in front of all of the hospitals, and it's so funny. I haven't gone through and like figured out which ones I'm gonna post yet, but like I'm probably gonna post this one. I'm just gonna give you like a bit of a like preview of like what this shit looks like. Like in the actual cosplay with like the color grading. I made it all green for Luigi because I thought that was funny. Also, it made it kind of sickly, which works, but yeah, like. Also, actually, while I'm here. Oh, Azura, is that the pose that you did when you hurt your knee? Yes, it is. Azura, did you learn fucking anything by spraining your knee? No, I did not. I learned nothing. I'm leaning on the handrail, so that's why. Azura, why? I'm leaning on the handrail, like I don't actually have any weight on that leg. That's why it's up on the tiptoe, because I don't actually have any weight on that knee. But also, I didn't learn anything. I was doing that exact same pose up on a like elevated wall without anything to lean on because I'm a fucking idiot. That's why. But also, part of the reason I sprained my knee is because of a decade of medical neglect. So I don't fucking care anymore. But yeah, I'm a goofy goober. is I think the lesson that I've learned, and that's it. Yes, you are. Yes, I'm a very goofy goober. Oh my god. Oh, my back. But yeah, I thought that was a very funny idea. I'm sure that's going to be dated immediately. I don't know if anyone cares. But whatever. I thought it was funny. Chat, you guys thought it was funny. That's all I need. Also, like, while Canada doesn't have the same health insurance issues that the US has, obviously we do have, like, publicly funded healthcare, for the most part. It's not like I don't also understand what it's like to have, whether or not you get access to medical help be determined by a bureaucracy deciding. Like, first of all, getting top surgery approved is a bureaucratic piece of bull. Like, the government has to decide that you deserve it first. You have to go through a whole fucking process. Same with, like, when I had to get my fallopian tubes removed, I had to fucking argue for that for forever. And a good chunk of that arguing was because the fucking Catholic-ass hospital didn't want to fucking do it. Or, like, ODSP, like, trying to get help that way is just it's like, okay, I need support, mainly because I can't afford my fucking back in the day, I couldn't afford my medication, and it's like, can I have help, please? No? Okay, I'll go fuck myself then. Or, like, I don't have private insurance because I'm self-employed and I don't make any money, so I don't have health insurance, so I have to pay a lot of stuff out of pocket. I pay for my physiotherapy out of pocket, I pay for my medication out of pocket, I pay for my RMT out of pocket, and you might be thinking, oh, massages, that's just for fun. No, I can't sleep if I don't get a massage. Trust me. I think I was saying on here, the last time I went to the RMT, she was like, there is a muscle knot in your back so big, I can just see it without touching you. I'm like, uh-huh. So, no, the RMT is I've been prescribed it for medical reasons. I have to pay dental out of pocket, though theoretically next year, I'll finally have it covered by the government. But I put off, because, like, normally my parents paid for my dental coverage. They would just pay it out of pocket for me because I had no fucking money. And then the pandemic happened and I didn't have access to a dentist for like 5 years. So I finally went. Do you know how expensive it is to pay out of pocket cash for a dentist appointment? Shit's expensive. And my dentist, at least in Ontario, like, all of the dental prices are, like, fixed based on, like, the government sets, like, what the prices have to be so that you don't get, like, randomly price gouged. But Jesus fucking Christ, do you have any idea how expensive it is to pay for, like, how many fillings did I get? I think I got, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 fillings. One of them was a filling replacement that they did for free for me because they were being nice. But do you have any idea how expensive that shit is? In cash? Well, I mean credit card, because I don't have that much cash on hand. But it was thousands of dollars. I have to get Invisalign. That shit's $6,000. Do you have any idea how much money? I don't have $6,000. I'm figuring it out, but I don't. It's basically, I'm not getting tattoos for a year. That's usually my for fun money for an entire year is gonna go to my teeth. And is part of that because I want to get fangs? Yes, but we don't need to talk about that. Part of it's also like, I need my wisdom teeth removed. I haven't done that yet. And then also my canines on my bottom jaw are all like turned out funny. So. Anyway, luxury bones, they're expensive. Eyeballs are expensive. My luxury orbs. And I have to get I used to have those covered because it used to be covered, like rare health conditions had a certain code to get it covered. Guess you're about to start? Okay, cool. I'll see you in a bit, Lucy. But yeah, my eyeballs used to be covered under like a rare disease coverage thing. That got taken away when optometrists had to renegotiate funding because they hadn't had a raise in 30 years. And Doug Ford likes to privatize healthcare. So, like, there's a lot of stuff in Canadian healthcare that is still insurance company assholes and bureaucratic assholes telling you what you can and cannot have, rather than your doctors just giving you healthcare. God, I love this song. Also, y'all, mouthwashing was such a good game. It was so damn good. Sorry, I was just getting some tabs open for later. But yeah, the mouthwashing was so damn good. I spent hours watching video essays on it after the fact. And like, God, the main character sucks so bad. And he uses like abuser tactics on them, like the rest of the crew, like the entire time. It's so well done. How like he manipulates everyone constantly and then never takes responsibility for shit. I did make a mistake of, mouthwashing was trending on Twitter, and I looked at the trend for 5 seconds and then went, oh yeah, fandoms exist and suck. So that was a mistake. Don't do that. Don't engage in fandoms, y'all. Find some friends you like and engage in like your things you're a fan of that way. Random online public fandoms suck so bad. Cause yeah, it was just a bunch of people like arguing over like, you can't make art of this thing because it's problematic. And I'm like, it's a horror game. It's horror themes. What? That's the only thing you could, what? Some people just aren't emotionally mature enough and media literate enough to actually be able to enjoy horror properly. Because like, if the engagement with horror media is so shallow that all you're doing is going like, fix it Blorbo fanfic and you can't handle horror fanfic of a horror thing, then you shouldn't be watching horror things. Hello, welcome in. Nice to see you. From India. It's, oh God, what time? It's like evening there, yeah? Welcome in. My name is Farhan. Hello, Farhan. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, I also went through my like Steam Wrapped, and I did not play that many video games in 2024, I will say. Which country? I'm in Canada right now. But yeah, I played mostly Silent Hill 2, Mouthwashing, Overwatch. Shh, we don't need to talk about that. Thoughts on Indians? Fairly neutral. Indians in Canada? I mean, fairly neutral. I mean, people are people, you know? I don't have like any strong feelings about anyone from any particular area. Complain to Spotify for not making this week's hottest single. It's really funny. Thank you. But yeah, I guess my like nuanced opinion of like any immigrant to Canada is that the way that the system's set up is not set up to support people who come here. Allowing for-profit private universities that are diploma mills and not even real universities to like to bring students over and then not have any housing for them, no real support, and then just take their money and then leave them here is not fair. Or like places that are bringing temporary foreign workers over to work like at McDonald's for minimum wage and then have to deal with like even reduced like labor protections from like citizens is not great because, you know, if your immigration status is tied to your job, then you're at higher risk for exploitation. Like all of the way that the system is set up is broken and doesn't support the people who the country has made like their responsibility to take care for. Angels have been in heaven. How'd you escape? You know, when you rebel in heaven, you tend to fall. That's generally what happens. But yeah, no, I don't have any issue with anyone who's immigrated here. It's more like I never have problems with individuals ever. It's systems, and systems that are set up in ways that exploit people rather than supporting them, I have issues with. And if people are coming here, we should make sure that they have well-paying jobs and like warm home, like safe homes to live in, and like especially for like immigrants from non-English speaking countries, we should have resources so that they can access things either in the language they speak or through translators or whatever. Are you a dentist? No, I'm not. I appreciate it. But but yeah, I hope you're give me motivation to become a doctor. I mean, if you want to be a doctor, then the only motivation I can give you is doctors have like a lot of responsibility, but they also get to save people's lives, which is pretty cool. Closest thing to a superhero I can think of is someone who saves lives, you know? Be a doctor. Oh my god, Steph. Doctors are great. I've had some very, very bad doctors in my life who didn't listen to me or like ignored the suffering I was having, but the good doctors I've had have completely changed my life. Especially like my current like general practitioner is amazing. Has made like a world of difference in how I'm doing, has made sure that I've had the knee braces I need, has made sure that I get my heart checkups regularly. Like all of my health issues would be so much worse if I hadn't had her helping advocate for me and helping me like get access to the care that I need. So like a good doctor makes like a world of difference. And if you become a doctor and you want to help people, you can change people's lives for the better, which is sick. I wish I could be a doctor, but I am not good at school. So I talk on the internet instead, which is, I'm sure, helping somebody. I help with loneliness. That's my job. The only thing I know how to do is make people less lonely, which, you know, is helpful too. Oh, also, Steph, are you heading out soon? Because you gotta head out, what, in like 10, 15 minutes? Because I'm still unsure of what the plans are for today. Bop. There I go in 10 minutes? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna miss you for the like 2.5 hours that you're gone. I don't like when you leave. What I might do actually is right before you leave, I'll do like a quick BRB for stream, and then I will give you a little hug. Because I want to hug you before you go. Because I'm sleepy and small today. I'll head out and then come back, and then we'll probably leave shortly after I get back. Okay, when are you going to be getting back here then? Just so I can plan to be done stream just before that. Because, yeah, Steph and I have family stuff to do for the evening. Because it is Christmas. 3:30? Okay, so I have like 2 hours. I knew it was going to be like a shorter stream today, though. I'll still end up being like 3 hour stream, which is not super short. I just don't have time to do games and things. So we'll probably, leave here at, as far as, packing stuff up and getting ready to go, we'll probably leave at, 4? Yeah? Okay, cool. Also, man, the TST had a Soul Invictus services last night for North America, and then it's this morning for Europe because traditions are different when people tend to celebrate. But they had a whole thing about how in, I think, Finland they do a sauna for Christmas for solstice every year, so that you start the new year clean and refreshed. And tonight's hair wash day anyway, so my plan is to have a real long soak in the bath, especially because I got all that bath stuff for Christmas. So I'm might as well just get some bath bombs, just have a nice long soak, especially because I'm working for the next couple days. I have so much stuff to do. I have a whole photo set I have to edit in the next 2 days so that it's done for January. I have tons of stuff to do, but ow, that's how the end of the year be. It's busy, especially because October I normally take a full week off. December I take a full week off, so it's the only time of year where I take a lot of time really close together. So I end up kind of behind on stuff. Okay, ads are gonna start in 15-ish seconds. I'm gonna actually do a quick BRB and run a longer ad and then say goodbye to Steph because they'll be away. hello, I am back. Sorry, I just wanted to say bye to Steffi before she left for a bit. Yeah, just took a little bit because it's winter and boots are a thing. Boots and jackets and hats and mitts and scarves, and it's cold. Yeah, I hope everyone's having a good holidays. I briefly considered putting my Santa hat on, and then I remembered I have headphones on, so that's not going to work great. I could probably try, but yeah, we've got about 2 hours left to stream before I have to like get ready to head out for my holiday stuff for the evening. Hope y'all had a good morning. Your holidays are going well so far, and if you don't celebrate at all, that's cool. I didn't for the longest time because it's a rough time of year sometimes. Whether you have like estranged family or for those of us who aren't Christian, this can be like a really, really rough time of year. Just to be surrounded by like a culture that isn't yours, or to be like and constantly like expected to be part of that culture can be a lot. I know I certainly find it to be like a lot this time of year. Though it was really nice, a lot of people were wishing me a happy Soul Invictus today, which I wasn't really expecting. Most of my life, especially when I was like pagan, would just wish me a happy like Merry Christmas or whatever. Sometimes people would say like Happy Holidays or Happy Yule or whatever. But I mean, I normally just say like Happy Holidays to people out of like convenience. So it's been kind of nice for people to be just of their own volition being like, hey, you do a different thing this time of year. And it's been nice. But yeah. It's been an interesting couple months for me. It's been very stressful, so I'm looking forward to the new year. I probably won't be streaming again until I think my plan was to stream New Year's Day as well, and then unless something changes, to stream Thursdays through 2025, because it's the only day of the week where I don't have other shit 90% of the time. Because like Mondays I have work sometimes, Fridays I have work in the evening usually, and then sometimes also earlier. Like Wednesdays are busy most of the time. Tuesdays I have physiotherapy most of the time now, and every other week I also have like TST services in the evening that I'm trying to get back into going to. So yeah, Thursday's gonna be the stream day going forward for the new year. It'll probably vary between doing day streams and night streams, or sometimes I'll do long streams, sometimes I'll do short streams. It probably depends on like, you know, if I have work during the day or friends coming over or something to do in the evening or a shoot or something. Like, my life is not super consistent, but I have really liked this last year having stream pretty much every week to look forward to. I don't think if I missed a week, I made up for it after, but it's been nice to be consistently streaming, because like it's kind of weird, because like I do most of my socializing kind of like remotely like this, or like on Discord or in chats and stuff. I don't do like a lot of face-to-face socializing because I don't like leaving the house, and it's a lot for me because I'm very introverted and I get really tired, and especially like if I'm socializing not at my own house, and then if I get tired or overwhelmed, I have to deal with transit to get home, which is more overwhelming So like I don't go out a lot. I'm very happy to sit on my own, but this stream is really nice because I actually get to like talk a bit more freely with like a bunch of people at the same time. It's like we're all hanging out, and I really enjoy streaming, and it's been nice to just I don't know, talk more and not just sit alone in my room in an editing hole. And it sort of forces me to give my hands a break, except for when we're playing games, which I'll be probably doing more of next year. But yeah, I've been enjoying streaming. It's interesting because it's like not my job, but I'm trying not to approach it like work, but I kind of can't help it a little bit because all of my jobs are like online facing a camera, literally this camera. Almost all of my job is facing that camera and staring at this laptop. Most of my days, but at least this people are like replying, which is nice. And yeah, we've had some like really cool combos this year. We've talked a lot of politics. We did that like Project 2025 deep dive, which meant like a lot to me. And we did a bunch of horror games. I went through my Twitch Wrapped a little bit. I can do that now because I don't think I streamed after it came out. But I was really, really, really happy. Also, you guys jump scared me a lot. Yeah. Oh my god, this is so large. But yeah. Look at us. We did a lot this year. So I streamed for 120 hours, which is a lot of time for me. Especially because like I only think I started really, really consistently streaming every week halfway through the year, and I'm only streaming like once a week. So this is like I stream once a week for like 4 hours. So I'm really, really, really happy with like how much streaming I got to do. We did 30 total streams, which out of 56 weeks, I did stream like half of the weeks, which makes sense if I started being more consistent about halfway through the year. So yeah, we managed to be pretty consistent. We streamed on 27 distinct days. It's 27 days, 30 streams. Did I stream twice? Oh, because I had a couple times the stream crashed, so it might be counting those. Y'all watched me for like 666 plus 1 hours, which is wild to me. Like, I can't imagine like y'all, like the one thing you have that you can't get back is time, and like the fact that y'all spent that much time with me, that means like, especially like if I stream for 120 hours but you watch me that much, that means like I had like what, 6 viewers at a time usually. Like that's 6 of you that decided to hang out with me every single hour I was streaming, which I feel like is like really cool that it's that consistent, especially because like I am not the most consistent streamer in the world. I'm small and tiny and I'm mostly just fucking talking. I just yap a lot. But I'm really happy that y'all spent time with me. This to me is wild. that I'm in the top 10% for just chatting. Because, like, just chatting is, like, I think it's the biggest category in North America. So that means then, by definition, if I'm in the top 10% of the biggest category in North America, then I'm in the top 10%. I'm like the top 10% of streamers in North America, which is wild to me as someone who's not even like a partner. I'm just like an affiliate streamer. Like, it just goes to show like what consistency can do. And like, I'm not like super focused on the numbers really. Like, to me, any engagement that I get, or any of you like choosing to hang out and spend time with me, like, means so much. But like, y'all apparently like me yapping. Apparently I'm good at yapping, which is good because I talk a lot. So yeah, we did a lot of just chatting streams, which makes sense because I do a lot of like political yapping and meme reacting and chilling and hanging out streams. Then Silent Hill 2, which makes sense. I played a lot of, it took me a while to beat Silent Hill 2. And then Amnesia, which we did beat, and then Overwatch 2, which I played, I think I played on stream twice. I played it on stream twice. But like, I played so few video games that's like in my categories because I played it like once or twice. But yeah, we mostly just yapped. I'm gonna try and play more games next year, but again, like horror games and like puzzle games and stuff that's like not gonna be like super, super hard on my hands. Like, maybe I'll play more Overwatch 2, maybe I'll try like Marvel Rivals for the first time on stream if y'all are interested, because I have no fucking idea. I'm not good at shooters, so you're gonna watch the most scuffed nonsense of all time. But yeah, I'm happy you like me talking, because I do talk a lot. 24 viewers on my top stream of the year, that's great. That's like, I don't know. It's 24 people watching just me, because like, the thing that like keeps this in focus for me is like, trying not to compare myself to like massive streamers who do this for a living. Like, this isn't my job. This is just me talking to a camera, and like an entire room of people decided to just quietly sit and listen to me talk, which is ridiculous. Why? Like, why? Why do you... I imagine that's probably like, I don't know if it was like someone rated in, or when I was talking Project 2025 or something, but like, maybe one of the rope streams I was doing? I don't fucking know. But like, why y'all decide to spend time with me, I have no idea. Tags don't matter. Y'all sent a lot of chats. Y'all are chatty. Well, and the thing is too, that like the number of chats sent being so much higher than like the hours I've streamed, or even like the hours watched, means that like y'all talk a lot for like, especially for like a small stream. That's like like normally on Twitch, like people lurk a lot, and like I value lurkers. Lurkers are great. Like, again, you're spending your limited time hanging out with me. That's cool. But like, y'all are chatty. Y'all talk a lot. Like, no wonder just chatting's our fucking top category, because y'all yap more than I do. Top emotes. Y'all bonk me a lot. And also I don't think this counts me using them, because I definitely use this all the fucking time. This isn't counting me using them, so like the fact that y'all are using like my emotes makes me really happy. Especially this one. This one's so cute. Alyssa did such a good job. And then top fans, which none of these I think surprised me really. Like the two mods and Pint being at the top make complete sense, because of course, like, they're two of them are also my partners, so they're like kind of obliged to be here occasionally. My best friend, Kat, Okairi, Alice, Vamphy, and Venters, like, I appreciate y'all so much. Like, Especially because, like, a couple of y'all on that list, like, don't even know me in person, and you're spending time with me, which means a lot. Because, like, this fucker lives in the same house as me, so that doesn't count. This fucker gets to, like, is dating me. This is my best friend. Those don't count. Those don't count. They're obligated to watch me stream. But, like, the rest of y'all, like, don't have to, and I appreciate it so, so much. Again, like, especially with Kyrie and Venters, like, I don't think we've ever met in person. And, like, Alice, I think I've met in person, like, twice. So, like, y'all spending time with me when, like, you don't have to deal with the consequences of not hanging out with me in person. Like, you don't have to deal, like, there's no obligation at all. You have, like, actual people that you could spend time with, and you're here. Like, why? I appreciate it. I've gotten 4 raids. Pella raided me, Uncle Meatball, and Alice have raided me. That's super cool. I appreciate you so much. And again, I never expect people rating it. Hi! Hi, Lucy. Look, you're in one of my top fans of the year. Look at you. Look at you, you're up here. I'm just thanking everybody. Also, yeah, I rated every single time I streamed because I do that. I mostly rated D-Tune and Salt, which makes sense because I watch D-Tune constantly. And D-Tune often streams the same days as me. I purposefully try not stream the same time Salt is because we have a lot of overlap in our communities, but or I'll aim to stream before. And then yeah, Polly's a good friend. 30, why are you making clips of me? I don't know. Do we want to watch my top clip of the year? What is this? I will say though, I do kind of, as a human person, feel like I've changed from an Eevee to an Umbreon. I do feel like I have evolved because I do not look like the same person at all. Like, that's what body mods are. That's how you evolve as a Pokemon, as a human being, is you get body mods. You cut your tits off and get tattoos. Bleach your hair and get a bunch of piercings. That's what you do. I will say though, I believe that stream had some choice quotes. Also, Lucy, what did you get for Christmas? What'd you get? What'd you get? I got a, wow. Y'all spend, this is all jump scares. All of this is y'all jump scaring me. There's like a handful of media requests and stuff. Most of that is y'all jump scaring me. And y'all are menaces and I love you for it. Like what? Also like 33 new followers and 46 new subscribers. That means I got more new subscribers than followers, which is wild. Aw, that's cute. You got a handmade stocking? The thing is, Lucy, I think Max told me that was gonna happen. It was in your favorite color, wasn't it? Favorite colors. I'm so happy for you. That's so cute. I love you. It was? Yeah. But y'all jump scare me too much. I'm waiting. I don't trust y'all. But like, that, y'all don't have to support me like that. Y'all are so sweet. Look at y'all. But yeah. Yeah, look at us go. Fucking Christ, I know you're gonna. Yeah, y'all watched me like so many hours. Top 10, just chatting. Y'all are chatty and y'all jump scare me like crazy. It's wild. I love y'all so much. Like, I don't know why y'all spend so much time with me, but you do, and I appreciate it. And it's very nice. It's very nice. I'm just like, oh, gonna watch the service in like 4 minutes. Okay, sick. And that runs for like, I think it's about 45 minutes long. 50 minutes, something in that range. And then, yeah. Also, Lucy, I will still be live after that. I'm streaming until about 3:30. So, I'll be hopping into SF thing. I don't know what that means. Sick? Hell yeah. Oh, yes. Yes, Fragment's doing stuff today. Yeah. I was like, sci-fi? What? San Francisco? I got very confused. Yeah, I've got a bunch of like family stuff today. I'm gonna try and see if I can make the hangout with you on Monday though. I just have to like figure out what all my scheduling shit is because I have like a billion things to do this to end off the year, but sick. Yeah. Though, speaking of Satan stuff, a thing I did want to cover is the news, because it's Christmas and, well, Soul Invictus and Satan stuff. There was the, I have to call the place and ask for like 15 people. Yeah. I mean, also if there's not enough space, like, let me know. But this happened. Iowa officials banned satanic event over made-up claim that it'd be harmful to minors. Why did officials at the Iowa Department of Administrative Services tell Satanists they weren't allowed to host a holiday celebration inside the Capitol on Saturday, even though the Satanic Temple had received permission to use the facilities? The answer given by one official is that the celebration would have had elements that are harmful to minors. After careful consideration of administrative rule and DAS policy, I determined the totality of the event request to include elements that are harmful to minors and therefore denied the request, said Adam Steen, the director of Iowa DAS. It's rich to hear any Republican talk about other groups being harmful to minors when their party's policies and their overwhelming Christian base have routinely hurt children. Furthermore, they've used protecting the kids as a rallying cry against every group they can't stand, including trans people, drag queens, and sex educators. In fact, the actual details of the Iowa event tell a very different story. The Satanic Holiday Joy event was publicly announced last month as a family-friendly one-day event celebrating the holiday season. It had gone up on the calendar on October 7th. Months ago. Would have included an ornament making session, a coloring station for kids, satanic carols, a Krampus costume contest, and a ritual. So, you know, normal fucking holiday stuff. The announcement suggests an even more family-friendly event than their original proposal, which I obtained. It didn't include the coloring. I love that their proposed song list includes fucking Depeche Mode. Yeah, normal ass, this is just normal stuff. Nothing that would have taken place that day would have been offensive to a casual observer. The only difference between this event and a more traditional Christian one is this isn't celebrating Jesus. Satanic Minister Mortimer Adramalek told me over the weekend that his group was in regular conversation with the DAS office and that if there was any issues with any portion of our event they felt violated the memorandum of understanding, that we were open to discussion to make necessary changes, but they declined to discuss the issue further. That included the ritual, which he said focused on finding light in the darkest nights of the year. On Friday, the day before everything was set to take place, the group announced that the event had been forcibly canceled. So that's the announcement. Boo, yeah. Our goal was to promote tolerance and acceptance of diverse religious beliefs with a theme of finding light in the darkness and welcoming darkest nights of the year with joy and camaraderie. We encourage Satanic Temple members and supporters to keep the 7 tenets of the Satanic Temple in mind. As a peaceful, law-abiding organization, we will embody the spirit of wisdom and compassion in the face of injustice. The Iowa State Complex is a place that is open to the public where children and families routinely visit. Because of this, the state's event policy takes into consideration conduct that will be harmful to minors. This satanic event, which specifically targets children, is harmful to minors, so it was denied. It's telling that neither Steen nor Reynolds explained what would have been bad for children. That omission suggests both of them were more interested in keeping Satanists out of the Capitol than protecting kids. After all, Steen is a credentialed minister, and Reynolds is a Christian nationalist who has urged Iowans to read through the Bible on a daily basis each year until the Lord comes. Ayo. It's likely they just wanted to avoid what happened last year. Last December, a satanic display went up in the state capitol alongside a nativity scene. Reynolds called the innocuous display absolutely objectionable. A Christian zealot, Michael Cassidy, soon vandalized the display and was eventually charged with a hate crime. He later accepted a deal which he pleaded guilty to a lesser charge, paid a small penalty, and was placed on probation. But it was Satanists who got punished over the whole debacle, with one GOP lawmaker even filing a bill to ban satanic displays on public property. The new rules for holiday displays say that groups can only reserve the space for a single day unless the state itself sponsors the display. Meanwhile, the Catholic Church has been allowed to host monthly prayer events on Capitol grounds without even having to apply for permits. They didn't stop there either. A few months ago, when TST planned a book reading inside the Capitol, the same department changed the rules to prevent them from doing so, even though the move ended up hurting homeless veterans looking for a job. In short, Iowa Republicans have tried over and over to block Satanists from accessing public space, using flimsy excuses no matter the cost to everybody else. TST hasn't asked for anything unusual. What we're seeing is religious discrimination under the guise of respecting the rules. As far as I can tell, no Christian organization in the state have gone out of their way to defend the Satanists in the name of religious freedom. How will the Satanists respond this time around? We are considering our options on the best way to address this situation, Adramelech told me. So, essentially, hate crimes keep getting encouraged by state officials and municipal officials, because the same thing happened in New Hampshire earlier this month, where there was a display up that then got officials, like one official was like, oh, that shouldn't be there because we covered this last stream. It was like, oh, it's not religious freedom, it's a political thing. I'm like, bruh, you don't get to just decide. And also, like, they kept saying it was unattended over and over and over again, and then it got vandalized immediately. So, like, fucking no wonder. And then, I think it did get put back up, I believe, but, like, yeah, our displays get vandalized constantly. And the thing is, they didn't used to. We used to have, like, you know, people would fight us putting up the displays, but, like, once they were up, they were fine. The pushback against our religious freedoms have been getting increasingly loud and obviously, like, hypocritical. And now they don't want us to host events, and, like deciding that us making ornaments and singing carols and doing, like, a religious ritual like everybody else does is obscene to children. I mean, we'll get to the part where they actually fucking say what the obscene part was. I think it's in one of these news articles that I have up. So, like, yeah, it's just, like, blatant at this point, and it's really frustrating because we are a religion. People who constantly are like, oh, well, it's just a political organization, they're just a protest group, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, 90% of what we do on a daily basis is religious services. We hold religious services every Tuesday. Those were on hiatus for a chunk of this year for reasons. They're back up and running every week, or every other week on Tuesdays. We, like, each congregation holds meetings monthly. At least we all hang out together. Like, Toronto, we do, we have an official meeting every month. We have casual hangouts. We chat online all the time. We're, like, fairly close. Like, we do fellowship. We do rituals. We support each other the way that a religion does. We talk about theology and philosophy and stuff constantly. Like, we are a religion. And people can claim we're not a religion because we do protests and things, but it's not like the Christians haven't been doing this. Like, we're not doing anything Christians haven't done, you know? Weaponizing religious freedom to avoid giving birth control to your employees is not any less political than us having an abortion clinic to protect our right to bodily autonomy that we believe in as a religious belief. Those are not, one is not religious and the other political. They are both, I mean, they're both political to a degree, but like, I mean, they're also both religious beliefs. If I'm going to take them at face value that they don't want to pay for someone's birth control because it violates their religious beliefs, okay. I still don't see why an employer's religious beliefs trumps the healthcare access rights of an employee. Like, there's a power dynamic there, but okay, sure. But if we're going to take their arguments at face value, then they're religious and political. They're asking for a political change because of their religious beliefs. Having 10 Commandment statues are not, like, on state grounds making a political argument that the law of the land is Christian is no less political than us. It's arguably more political than us putting up a Baphomet statue to just defend pluralism. So we're not making a particular political statement beyond upholding pluralism as a value. Like, so, like, religions do politics all the time. The difference being that we actually follow our 501c responsibilities to not endorse particular political candidates the way that a lot of televangelists do all of the time, where they violate their responsibilities as a tax-exempt charity and advocate for specific candidates and encourage their congregants to vote particular ways. We don't do that. I mean, I can tell you that, like, I have particular opinions about particular candidates, but benefit is in Canada we have a multi-party system, and, like, really, as long as you're not voting like an asshole, cool. I would encourage people to vote. I would encourage people to consider Christofascism to be a non-starter, but, like, I mean, if your local candidate in the Conservative Party is the best candidate for your riding, I can't tell you what to do. Or the Bloc Québécois, or the NDP, or the Liberals. It's like, fucking a billion parties. Vote for whoever. Just make sure you vote, because you might not think it matters, but trust me, it matters. Especially in Canada with, like, multi-party situations going on. When someone can have a majority government with 30% of the vote, and you can make a bigger difference than you think. But anyway, the point being, like, trying to deny us access to things because of deciding whether or not we count as a real religion, or like, deciding arbitrarily that our religion is obscene. Like, obscenity law is ridiculous just to start with because of how vague it is. But I just get so frustrated because, like, anything can be obscene to someone else. Like, not that I think that, like, Christians should be able to fucking have their holiday stuff too, but, like, eating the body and blood of, and drinking the blood of Christ is kind of obscene. Like, naked man hanging from a torture device as your religious symbol is kind of obscene. That shouldn't matter, but like, you can't tell me a crucifix isn't a little bit gruesome. And like, that's not considered harmful to children. Like the Catholic Church being able to do stuff without permits, like the Catholic Church is provably harmful to children. And like, I don't think the Catholics should be stopped from having their religion. I do think something the fuck is wrong with any hierarchy that allows rampant abuse to go unaddressed and unreported and unpunished, but like, every fucking power structure has that particular problem. Because the problem is power, but like, I just... But yeah, it's ridiculous to me. How often, like, there's this weird ass double standard, you know? But yeah, let's read some more news about this because it's pissing me off. The Satanic Temple of Iowa has taken issue with the Iowa Department of Administrative Services after an event planned for the Iowa State Capitol Rotunda was canceled. The Matt Kazaya, the Satanic Temple of Iowa's attorney, said the state requested information about the content of the celebration. He says it's more a case of freedom of speech rather than religious disagreement. We have First Amendment rights for a reason, and our government can't be picking and choosing what kind of speech it wants to host. They clearly chose. They said, we don't want this particular speech. You can't do that. TST tried to negotiate having the celebration this coming Saturday, but that didn't work out. My decision stands, wrote Adam Steen. Steen was backed in his decision by Governor Kim Reynolds. The Iowa State Complex, State Capitol Complex, is a place that's open to the public. We read that before. The Satanic Temple decided against going to court to get an order to allow the celebration. We're not going to get a court order as a matter of practicality. The effort to put together the request to the judge to get a court order that we can hold our event on Saturday. The juice ain't worth the squeeze, so we're better off just filing a suit after the fact saying we want a declaration from the court that our rights were violated. A lawsuit could be filed in January. So I will, keep an eye on that. That was the display that got vandalized last year. We saw this last year with them calling for the TST Iowa's holiday display objectionable. We saw this in the last few years with Governor Kim Reynolds signing the Religious Freedom and Restoration Act, RFRA, which critics correctly claimed would privilege Christianity and religion over other faiths and irreligion. We saw this with the Republican administration taking public dollars from public schools and sending them to unscrupulous and unaccountable religious institutions, etc., etc. Time and again, we see the Republican Party, particularly the Republican Party of Iowa, finding new and ever more egregious ways to privilege their favored flavor of religion, Christianity, at the public's expense. This latest story with the Iowa State Capitol denying the Satanic Temple of Iowa's family event on December 14th is another bullet point hammering home the Republican Party's complete abandonment of equal protection under the law. TST Iowa had already dodged their way through the quagmire of new rules and mandates that mandates only one public event in the Capitol per year and filed their request well ahead of the event. They even worked with the Capitol personnel over several weeks to ensure compliance and accessibility. Rather than giving equal access to TST, the Iowa Department of Administrative Services chose instead to cancel the event at the 11th hour with little notice and no justification. Only after public objection was a short, unsubstantiated response given, citing harm to minors, despite giving no justification or advance notice, with no further comments since. If you look at the calendar, sorry, 1 second, the music paused again. Continue. We look at the calendar for the Capitol Complex. It's chock full of church events, Bible readings, and general theocratic lobbying, many of them explicitly Christian and explicitly proselytizing in the seat of the state's power. Seems strange that a laser focus is applied to one religious organization but not to others. Even if the administration allows an event to go on at a later date, the message is entirely clear. If you are determined to have a faith or no faith that is deemed undesirable by the explicitly Christian administration, then you have fewer rights and protections than others. The Republican Party and the Republican-led government of Iowa has essentially solidified their position on these issues. They are the party of Christian nationalism and corporate greed, not the party of freedom of speech, religion, redress, or even public gathering. For them, the First Amendment isn't a bedrock of American democracy, but something to be used as a cudgel. They'd rather wrap up a newspaper to smack a secular gadfly than read the paper and what it stands for, all while making utterances about the importance of freedom of press and expression. I'm going to kind of skim a little bit. Yeah, you have to choose all religion. Treat all religions equally. I can't find the article, I was reading it, but apparently, I think Lucian was talking about this. The thing they found objectionable and harmful to minors was the costume competition. The Krampus costume competition. Because Krampus historically carries around either like a flogger or whip or a bundle of sticks and like hits bad children with it, and like that's supposed to be, oh, they're going to abuse children, and it's like, guys, do you really think all the Santa costume people at malls are giving bad kids coal? Like, it's a no. That's at Krampus marches, the Krampus is mostly, if they're hitting anybody, it's lightly and it's men. They don't hit women and children anymore. That hasn't been a thing for years. And also it's a costume competition. Like, what? Like, I dressed as Krampus this year. I didn't hit any children. I was walking through a fucking neighborhood. I walked by, I think, a daycare or a preschool or something. Because they're everywhere in Toronto. Like, I didn't fucking hit a child. I don't want to be near children. I'm very much against hitting children, out of personal experience even. Like, having a event be shut down because you decided Krampus was obscene? Krampus. Santa Claus but with horns. Like, bro. What are, like, Krampus is no more obscene than fucking Hansel and Gretel. Hansel and Gretel is a story where children don't just get hit, they get attempted to be cooked and eaten. Like, cooked alive. But it's a fairy tale for children. It's a fake story. Like, what? So anyway, apparently Krampus is obscene, and if you carry a whip around, apparently that's incitement to violence or some shit. Like, what? I don't understand. Like, it should be ridiculous. But yeah, so we don't get freedom of religion because Krampus is harmful to minors. And the thing that's wild is, like, they could have just there's like this catch-22, right? Of either it's an adult only event, so it's harmful to minors, like it's obscene because it's not family friendly, or we make a family friendly event and then it's targeting children. It's not targeting anybody, it's just family friendly. Like, there's nothing in that that's specifically for, like, that, like, adults can't also participate in, but, like, I think Lucian said something about this recently. Um, ba, ba, ba. Yeah. Yeah, I can't find it specifically, but it's just like ridiculous that like it's as if like free speech just like no longer is a value for the left or the right, honestly, because it's not like people are really speaking up to defend us either, which like if free speech isn't a value you defend when people say things you don't like, then you don't actually value free speech. Like, obviously, especially in Canada, like, there's, like, laws against hate speech or whatever, but barring actual, like, violence, like, incitement to violence and stuff like that, like, threats, like, I don't think you, like, really have that value if you don't defend it when it's difficult. You know? And it's so frustrating to me that, like, every holiday, like, we have to deal with the shit. Every single time. We can't just, like, celebrate a holiday like everybody else. We have to deal with, like, random people claiming that we're obscene or we're not really religious or that, like, our holidays don't count. And it's like, could you fuck off, please? Like, we have as much right as anybody else to celebrate, like, the winter season, like the solstice or Yule or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Like, everybody has holidays this week. That's how it be. Or around this time of year. It's almost like it's, you know, the significant in the cycle of the sun or something. But yeah, I get endlessly frustrated that, like, we can't just have a celebration. Though I will say, in the spirit of Sol Invictus, the Unconquered Sun, like, we might don't know why this song's made. We might get knocked down, but we get up again. Is that what, like, Chumbawamba or something? But, like, we might keep getting, like, knocked around and denied access to things, but we will never give up fighting for our right to religious expression. And I mean, every year we develop our traditions and get closer to one another, especially, like, this year in the service. It was, like, last night / right now. Like, we had a bunch of people submit, like, rituals and traditions and stuff around this time of year that we could embrace for Sol Invictus, and there were people who were doing, there's this thing in England where they make, like, fucking oranges into, like, little Santa Clauses or something. Anyway, so someone in TST in England made, like a Krampus out of an orange. It was rad. People were talking about going to the sauna and celebrating Krampus and the solstice, and it was, like, really, really lovely. People, like, talking about the history of Yule and Christmas and weirdly enough, Sol Invictus and Christmas, historically speaking, the earliest clear source for each is the same source. They were mentioned the exact same time, so neither is older, they're the same age, which is kind of fun. And both around like the 3rd century, because before that Christians didn't really celebrate the birth of Christ because Christians didn't really do birthdays back then. Similarly to like Jehovah's Witnesses still don't do birthdays. And also don't celebrate Christmas, if I remember right. I'm so crunchy. But yeah, it was nice, like, kind of debunking some fake history and stuff. And yeah, celebrating stuff like that. I think Satanic Fragment from Toronto talked about how some of the original celebrations for Sol Invictus involved like chariot races and stuff. So like playing games together. I think he used Mario Kart as like a example, but like playing games together would be like a good way to celebrate the season. And like I do really feel like joy is like the point of both Christmas and Sol Invictus and Yule. It's about feasting together, and I mean even gift giving. Like to me, gift giving isn't about spending a lot of money on somebody. It's about, even if I get someone something small, it's to show that like I was thinking about them, and that I know about like what they like and that I care about them. Like I got my dad some like pineapple pepper jelly stuff that I thought he'd really like. I got my mom like a puzzle. She loves frogs, so it was like a puzzle with like a frog on it. And she also really likes butterflies. It was like covered in butterflies. So there's a bunch of like cool stuff. She likes doing like jigsaw puzzles. I got Steph really likes dinosaurs. I got Steph like a plush dinosaur and some Lego. I think my sister's not in chat, so I can say I got my sister really likes Zelda, so I got her some Zelda puzzles, which I hope she really liked. So like, you know, I don't get like huge, big, elaborate, expensive things. I don't always get people Christmas stuff every year. It's pretty much like, did I see something that made me think of them? And it's like to share the joy of that connection. And like, that's the point of this time of year, is joy. Which meshes really well with Sol Invictus, especially because like, the point of Satanism is to push back against tyranny and fascism and stuff like that. And how tyranny works is it can only have power over you, like a single can only have power over the greater. Like a small group can only have power over a larger group through fear and isolation and separating those people to not realize that they have power in numbers. That's the only way that works. That's the only way that like I think I saw an edit of Luigi being perp walked, which that was wild, with like the speech from ants over top of it, where it's like, you know, if even like one ant realizes that they outnumber, I think it's like the wasps or whatever, it's like they'll push back against us and we can't have that. And it's like that only works through dividing and conquering and making people think that they have to fight each other and not realize they have a common greater enemy. And so what is the best way to fight isolation and fear? It's community and joy. So if you want to remain unconquered, and to not let them like conquer your soul, because you're never really defeated until you give up. And as long as you have joy and hope, and not like the fucking toxic positivity version of hope, but like real hope where you feel like it's worth trying still. It's worth picking yourself back up with scraped knees and trying again. Like that kind of hope. Like as long as you have like hope and joy and community and love and stuff, then you're never truly conquered. So like that's what I want out of this time of year, is like that joy. There's no real other point, you know, to like what else would you celebrate, right? And I think it's really revolutionary to like love each other, especially when it's hard. And like I think that's where like at least progressive Christianity and Satanism have a lot of overlap, is that we might come at it from different angles, but we both believe in restorative justice, and maybe in different ways, but we believe in forgiveness. And for me, forgiveness isn't forgetting, it's letting people grow beyond the person they were when they made the mistake. It's like giving people an opportunity to rectify harm and to be better. I'm gonna turn the lights on because it is dark in here. But yeah. The sun's going down because it's almost like solstice was like 3 days ago. There we go. Now it's bright and I can't see for different reasons. But yeah, I don't know. For me, that's what like this time of year has always been about. When I was little and used to celebrate Christmas, when I was a teenager and a young adult, and I was celebrating like Yule, and now as an adult, like a full-grown adult, doing Soul Invictus. It's the same thing every time. It's about finding time to enjoy like the little things of like enjoying good food, good company. And that doesn't have to be your blood family. That can be chosen family. That can be enjoying your own company if you're alone this time of year. But just like, you know, find little things to be joyful about. Find, you know, like a Twitch chat that's a community you find joyful and comforting. And I think like on the topic of like resisting through joy, like as we go into the new year, like I really like New Year, like the New Year period as like I'm not so much into spring cleaning because I'm always really busy in the spring, but I really like using like the New Year's resolution sort of energy as a way of like doing spring cleaning stuff. And I really like just getting rid of things that aren't serving me. And I think it's something that everyone can do, especially now that we're moving away from Twitter, as it's dying and becoming more of a hate-filled, bot-filled, rage farming nightmare, is on whatever social media you are on. If someone's making you angry all the time and giving you nothing productive to do with that, and just making you upset and giving you no hope, no joy, nothing, no growth, fucking unfollow them. You don't need to follow people that are just making you upset all the time. Like, you can stay informed without being angry all the time. And like having a productive outlet makes that anger useful rather than just making you upset and stressed. So like for me, I ruthlessly unfollow accounts that just post like, look at this thing, be upset. I can get my news much better ways than that. I like accounts that teach me new ways to think about the news and current events. I like ones that give me productive things that I can do. Like, here's like both new ways of thinking, like ways of donating, especially like low barrier of entry stuff. Mutual aid, love me some mutual aid. But like there's ways of engaging in the world without it just being toxic and negative. And again, like people really need to learn to stop reposting people to dunk on them, because you're just taking that upsetting thing and putting it in front of more eyes and upsetting more people than it would have on its own. So like, stop reposting shit that makes you angry, especially just to dunk on it. Like, no, just block and move on. Block frequently, block often. If you don't like stuff and you don't want to see it, just get rid of it. Like, for me on Blue Sky, a thing that's happened a lot is I followed a bunch of like kinky starter packs, and I found some really, really great rope artists and some really cool kinky folks that have been rad, that make really cool art. And I've also found people who post stuff I'm not interested in, which would be fine, but they either don't like flag it appropriately, so it's not under like a graphic media warning label or whatever, or even when they do, they just won't tell you what it is. And it's been difficult because a lot of people have been putting rope suspension under graphic media as well, because people don't understand, like, I don't know. It's not really graphic, but I can see how, like, for some people, because it's edge play, they might think it counts. So like I'm just like seeing a thing from a rope account and then not realizing that it's like, I don't know, like hook suspension and not rope suspension, or like stuff with staples or blood play. And it's like, I'm not actually against that sort of thing when I'm prepared. Like, I do a lot of vampire content. I'm like super about that. But if you're gonna be doing especially real blood, fucking put a content warning on it, please. And like, make it so that people know what the fuck they're looking at, or they might be clicking into, like, my dude. So yeah, if people don't use content warnings, don't use alt text, don't do any of that stuff, I just don't follow them. And if it's like particularly egregious, I block them, because I'm like, I don't need to experience you in my space. So yeah, like if people are not using alt text, or posting graphic shit, or posting triggering shit, just block them. Like, you don't need to, you're not a bad person for not wanting that in your face first thing in the morning, or randomly. You don't want to be caught off guard by random upsetting shit, then get rid of the random upsetting shit. That is a power that you have. And like, I love social media spring cleaning, just like unfollowing people that like that have not posted in months, that like I don't really know, or like accounts that just make me upset, or like accounts I'm not interested in anymore. I unfollow people constantly. And the cool thing is then my timeline is free for me to follow people who make art that I like, and then I get to see more of the stuff I actually want to see. Or like, you know, especially like for like YouTube stuff, stop watching person owns this, like, stop watching compilation videos of debate chuds, because that shit doesn't work. It's just polarizing. Like random drama, like I don't give a shit. Like I don't care what YouTuber of the week has said something stupid. I don't care. If it's someone I'm not currently watching, then it's not relevant to me and I don't care. And I sort of resent how much of that stuff I end up seeing anyway, because the fucking algorithms have decided to just throw it in front of me. I'm like, I swear to Christ, I have never consensually engaged in anything to do with Eugenia Cooney, for example. And I get shit from her all the fucking time. I click not interested, I blocked her everywhere, and still randomly there'll be like people, not her stuff, but people just randomly talking about her that just get thrown in my feeds every couple months, and I'm like, I don't ever want to hear about this person again. I don't care. I don't know who this is. I don't want to see it. Not interested in random drama shit. Or like, there'll be like accounts that I've blocked forever ago on Twitter that I'll still get trending topics about, and I'm like, I blocked this person. But yeah, it's been a very long year. I've had a lot of stress, worked a lot. My anemia has gotten really bad, though I have a doctor's appointment early in the year to get that dealt with. And it's just been nice to have stream as like a place to be, to de-stress. Cause like, Lord knows I've needed it. Like, y'all have no idea how much I needed that stream on my birthday. You have no idea how much you helped. I was having such a horrific week. And the day before my birthday was one of the... I went through like a really, really, really difficult day. And having y'all be here really helps. And like, I don't really talk online about the stuff I'm going through anymore. Like when I was in my 20s especially, I was like really, really, really sick and just desperate for help, and I would talk about all my health issues constantly, and I don't really do that anymore. It's not that I'm not experiencing health issues constantly still. I mean, I'm definitely doing a lot better than I was, and I have medical support now and friends and things that are helping me, but like, I don't know, there's a lot of stuff that happens behind the scenes that no one ever sees, because it's not sexy, it's not, you know. I also don't want I've grown enough as a person that I don't need to make content out of my harder moments. So I've tried to be better about like not oversharing stuff, but I've had a rough, I don't know, like 2 years now where I've been like the start of like this year, like January, February, March even of 2024, I was like breaking down crying all of the time. My anemia has been really, really bad. Like I sleep 9 to 10 hours a night, and then I still have like an hour or two nap every day. Like I'm sleeping a lot because I'm exhausted. And some of that's probably also burnout. Some of that's definitely the anemia, and it's been a lot to try and like, I don't know, as the economy downturns, like my industry doesn't do great. When the economy turns, we're a luxury and we're usually the first thing to go. So I've been really, really, really stressed and working really, really hard this year. It's just been a lot. So like having both like, you know, TST and my friends, but also like stream as like a place to go and just like, I don't think about it. Like when y'all are Korok jump scaring me, I don't have the brain capacity to think about any of the things that I'm stressed about. When y'all are sending me cute cat videos or telling me about how you're doing, like it lets me relax a bit, and it's been nice. And I know also, like, you know, chat's been quiet for a little bit because I know a bunch of you are lurking and doing holiday stuff, which I appreciate. So I've just been sort of venting into a void on camera for a couple hours, but, you know, I appreciate you. And even if future VOD watchers are watching this, like, know that I appreciate every second that is spent hanging out with me, or people who support my modeling work, and like my other job. Like, I appreciate it a lot, because, like, you know, there's so many other things you'd be doing with your time and so many other things you'd be doing with your money, and I'm just here making the little dumb joke photo sets sometimes and like weird spooky shit, and yeah, I appreciate it. I've been yeah, I feel like if I hadn't been streaming this year I would have felt so much more lonely. But going into next year, I have some ideas for stuff we could do on stream. I do want to do like longer streams if I can, play more games, do like short news recaps. I don't want to do too much of that and be too depressing, but I do want to cover like especially things that are like Satan news or sex work news. Those are like the things I know the most about, and things that like touch on that. And Lord knows I'm gonna have a fucking Canadian election soon to have to cover, as Pierre Poilievre slides ever rightward and Trudeau just kind of sucks at his job a little bit. But, you know, I want to do like, maybe do like dating advice stuff, and because, you know, I feel like as someone who dates professionally kind of, and has experience with, I mean, I've had I've had 2 long-term successful healthy relationships for over a decade. Each, and another really happy relationship in the middle of that lasted several years. Being like non-binary, I have a lot of like weird experience gender-wise, so like, I don't know, I feel like maybe if I do like some like Am I the Assholes or stuff like that, that might be interesting, or do dating advice, because I feel like, I mean, a thing I've noticed is that like it's only really right-wing people doing dating advice, and they give really bad, like far right, alt-right pipeline people, and they give really bad dating advice, because then you need more dating advice. And I want you to be happy, because I have enough relationships that I don't care. And man, if I wanted to grift for money, there are other things that I would have been doing a while back, so I'm clearly don't care about my own financial success. If I did, man, I would have grifted forever ago. But yeah, I also have like, I have plans for the new year. I wanna play more puzzle games. There's a bunch of puzzle games that I want to play. And I haven't planned the new Ghost in the Six investigation yet, but Lucy and Salt and I really need to like figure out what we're gonna do for that. Probably it'll be something we'll wait until it's not awful outside because we can't do anything outside in the winter, and like even getting somewhere indoors, like if we had to travel anywhere, it would be difficult. So but I have some ideas because I've gotten some new equipment. Fan of the show got us a spirit box. We have that to play with now, which has been really fun. I've been like screwing around with it, but yeah, got some ideas for stream for the new year. I still have the follower goal, the partial suspension to do. My knee's doing good, so probably sometime in January I'll figure that out. We'll see. We'll see what ends up happening with that. But yeah. I think I might raid out because I believe Steph is coming home in the next half hour, and I'm tired and I want a nap before she comes home. So I'm going to see who else is streaming right now and raid out because I am tired. I hope you all have like a really good holiday season. Yeah, let's raid Saren. They're playing Code Bunny. I don't know what that is, but it's their first playthrough, and Saren's like a good friend of the stream. So we're gonna raid Saren. I appreciate you all. And yeah, say hi, and I hope you all have a lovely rest of your holidays. There's your raid message. But yeah, I will see you in the new year. Next stream will be on New Year's Day. So I'll see you January 1st. And yeah, I hope the rest of the holiday season goes well, and I will see y'all soon. Bye. I love y'all so much. Bye.